Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Today I have a very special guest with me, Holocaust survivor Ann Rosenheck. Ms. Rosenheck, thank you for joining me here today. And this is your second trip to Troy. You had been here 2 years ago to speak about your experiences in the Holocaust, and you're back again to do the same thing. And first and foremost, I guess for the folks at home, tell us, briefly a bit about your story and why and how it came to be and why you're speaking about it now.
The reason I'm speaking about it now, because I don't want it should be forgotten, and at the same time it's being denied. So I want to remind the people that I am here. I am alive, that I don't want it to be denied. And I want, because I lost my entire family, 92 people in Auschwitz. Aunts, uncles, cousins, my parents, my sister and her 2 children, at the same time as I was taken, and I was at that time 13 years old, so it's...
13 years old, and you were in Auschwitz and Dachau, correct?
In Dachau, I was liberated. I was in 3 camps. I was in Auschwitz, and I was in Geisling an der Steige, a munition factory, and from there they ran with us towards the end of the war, almost, to Dachau. And I was liberated the 29th of April, 1945 in Dachau. I was altogether 15 months ghetto concentration camp. I am from Czechoslovakia, from Rachov, and today are no Jews at all back home. I was back with friends and back home, and I had a tough time to recognize our house. I saw the number in the house, but our house was there 3 houses now, and I had a tough time to recognize it. And today it's Ukraine, and it was Czechoslovakia, and at one time it was Hungary.
So a lot has changed since that time.
A lot.
And now you get the opportunity to tell your story to the young people, even to the older people who don't know.
Yes.
You're living history, and I guess, how does it make you feel to be able to share your story with
to
the
be
young?
Honest, there are certain times that I can't talk because I feel I'm going to cry soon, and I have to hold it back. You're not supposed to cry, you're supposed to tell, and it just does. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So it's sometimes I want to tell the world. As a matter of fact, I was a volunteer at the Holocaust Memorial for 21 years. Every Thursday morning I drove down to Miami, and I was there until 1 o'clock. And if people, groups, children, schools came in the thousands, and I freely told the story, and I showed them around. I wish everybody would go to see it. It's going to walks away as a different person after seeing it.
And I know, hearing your story, I walk away a different person just hearing what you've gone through. And for those who haven't had a chance to hear your detailed story, but obviously you are one of the few left that have the chance to tell this story. And you've admitted yourself that you're one of the young ones, and that there's not a lot of opportunities. So people need to hear the story, right?
Yes. There are many people that suffered much, much more than I did. As I told you, I was only 15 months altogether, but still, it was a lot. When you were in Auschwitz and you made it one step, you didn't know this was my last step. Am I going to the crematoria? I mean, first to the gas chamber and then to the crematoria, from one place to another. So you never knew, but you never knew, when I wake up, am I gonna be alive after the wake up? Are they gonna take me straight to the gas chamber? You didn't know.
Things that hopefully none of us will ever have to experience.
No, this is how you lived there. But you escaped first. You were transported first. You were selected first to leave Auschwitz. Once you left Auschwitz, that was a killer camp. you ended up, as I told you, in a munition factory in Geisinger an der Steige. From there, I ended up in Dachau because the Americans were closing in, the British were closing in, and they were running to Dachau.
And you
And
saw those American troops. They
oh
rescued
God,
you,
the
and it was a good
first
day.
American soldier with a machine gun. And to me, I didn't know about chewing gums. He had a pipe in his mouth and a chewing gum. A sight to see, a sight to see.
Well,
I'll never forget. That's the most beautiful sight to see. I was liberated, free.
And we're glad that you're free, and glad to share. You were able to share your story with us. I want to thank you today for
you so
sharing a little
much.
bit of your time with us here, and welcome. Hope you come back to Troy again someday to share your story again. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you very much.
Oh, and thank you.
Thank you
My
so
pleasure.
very much.